You're looking live here at Darlington Raceway for race number 9 of the Bolt Racing League GNS series. As practice just finishing up right now, Pacey Wadger on first in practice over DJ Trout currently. As right now only got 10 cars on in the session so far. I'm going to be alongside Mike Rosero and Eric Keplinger for tonight's 125 lap race here in Darlington, South Carolina. As the sun is setting here for qualifying, as they had all their practice during the afternoon around 2 p.m. but now 6 p.m. in some time for qualifying, so way different temperatures set your fast lap. So we'll probably see some really quick lap times here in qualifying right now. Here's Greg Pillar on the racetrack currently.
Currently sits 5th in points right now. 67 behind our points leader, Casey Wygen. Coming off of a 7th place finish last week at North Wilkesboro. 2 top 5s up the year, coming at Phoenix and Chicagoland. So he knows his way around these intermediate style racetracks.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do in qualifying here. Like I mentioned, these drivers have no practice in the official practice session at these nighttime conditions, as Bobby Blowers currently on pole position. 2 weeks ago, he got his first win of the season in North Wilkesboro, only probably a couple hundred miles north of Darlington.
I'm actually curious to see what he can do at this type of track, considering he won North Wilkesboro.
Hard in the wall for turn
as he
4.
is in the wall.
As Trout goes really way quicker. Not much actually, 28.281. That's 17,000 of a second over Bobby Blowers. Trout second in practice, so to his second lap is Pacey Wadger very slow in his first lap. As will Trout improve? Yes, he does. He was a 10th and a half quicker. Improves to a 28.117. We'll see how Wygen does right now. He's in 6th place. Through 3 and 4 he goes. It'll be... I think he got pulled by 1,000th of a second over DJ Trout. It's a dead heat tie. As Pacey Wygen, same exact lap time, but somehow, someway, he is on pole position for now. Wow. Can't get much closer than that one. Especially at track like Darlington.
Stole Trout's thunder. I don't think Trout's made a start yet this season. We usually see him on Tuesday Night Thunder, I believe, here in LRN.
Yeah.
Trying to Arizona Matt Kenseth Best Buy car.
Yeah, we have not mentioned yet, this is the Flashback 125, which is basically the throwback race here at Darlington, just like how it is in real life. As Ayers goes quicker, he's a 10th quicker. That puts him up to 5th now. As when we show the starting grid, you'll see all the different paint schemes everyone has. I've seen a glimpse of them so far, but obviously with the Matt Kenseth Best Buy paint scheme here in the 17. He's in the top 5 for now. Still a minute and a half left in qualifying for these drivers. You got Casey Ellis, Dylan Canova, and Jimmy Minch has not set a lap yet. Minch, the only one of those drivers to have a win this season so far at Legacy Phoenix. We'll see if any of those drivers set a lap, as here comes Jimmy Minch out on the racetrack right now. Not a lot of time. He's only able to get 1 lap in here with a minute left in qualifying. But if you can get to top 5, top 4 position, that'd be a lot better than starting in 8th place, or wherever he would start in. I'm not sure exactly where Iverson would slide him at, but back position pretty important here at Darlington, especially with no stages.
Yeah, but Jimmy Minch has been off to a great season. Currently sits 3rd in points. The last race at North Wilkesboro, he DNF'd, so Looking to bounce back here. Darlington gets a bit loose in turn 2, clips the apron.
Let's see what we can do here. Like I mentioned, he only has one lap. They come off of turn 4. It's gonna be 28.653. That puts him up in the 4th, I believe. Yes, it does. So
Even
great
with him
starting
getting
position
loose.
for him in that 4th place spot, especially only being able to do one lap here in qualifying. Because usually we've seen the second lap be a lot quicker than the first lap.
Yeah, this season he averages a 4th place starting position, and that is exactly where he's going to start tonight. He's had a good streak going on in the last 4 races. It's 4th, 3rd place finish first, and then last week, unfortunately, a DNF in 12th place. But he's been a super consistent driver so far this season.
Yep, he's sitting 3rd in the points right now, and that shows you how consistent he's been so far this season. 6 of his 8 starts have been a top 10 finish, and like you said recently, 3 of his his 3 top 5 finishes recently also. But Pacey Wagent gets the pole position here for the Flashback 125, presented by Blink Designs. As grading underway right now. Is 10 car grid here tonight. Possibly 9 looking over not grid. Yep, it looks like it is. So 9 cars here tonight in total. Take a quick look at our starting grid here in the meantime, I mentioned the Flashback 125 at Darlington, presented by Blink Designs. You got Pacey Wagent on pole position, and alongside him you got DJ Trout in 2nd. Closest qualifying probably we've seen all season long. Even, no separation, only the 4th digit iRacing knows. We do not know. Zeros across the board. 5 Lowers in 3rd, Jimmy Minch in 4th. Greg Puller in 5th, Rodney Ayers in 6th. Jacob Wilson 7th, George Lesman Jr. 8th. Dylan Canova 9th, not graded up, so most likely not going to be in tonight's race. And Casey Ellis rounding out the field in 10th place. 125 laps, 170 miles here in the Lady in Black. And what would your keys to the race be here, Eric?
I would really say this is going to be a race of restriction. Just keep the car clean, avoid getting the Darlington stripe, even though it's probably going to happen. Just try to stay in the race, stay up front, because this field will get strung out. Got to have these consistent lap times.
As here we go, green flag gonna fly here shortly. And green flag in the air here at Darlington. Wise with the grid start, gonna clear Trout in turn 1 and 2. These are the low spoiler, high horsepower race cars of the Gen 6 era. There's no one car hard on the wall. Greg Puller, he keeps it off the inside wall. Looked like he was for sure gonna head straight into the inside concrete wall there, but he keeps it going straight as the top 6 very close together still after 1 lap.
Casey Wygent leads the first lap from the pole. And the last time we went here in the GNS series was season 2. Just Wygent in the wall.
Here comes Trout, and here comes Blowers gonna try to take advantage of that one.
Rodney Ayers loose off turn 2 as well. He almost hit the inside wall.
Trout, contact.
Same thing. Got loose off the corners. He falls back to 4th.
Yeah, just it's the low downforce, high horsepower machines that these Gen 6 has. I remember running these things back in 2021, and these things are not easy to control, especially at a track like Darlington, one of the toughest on the schedule. Probably, in my opinion, the toughest on the schedule. Especially with these Gen 6 cars.
To add to that, I remember just getting so loose out of the corners, especially out of turn 2, when those tires start to degrade. So these guys are definitely going to want to save their tires for that.
Yeah, you just got to save your rear tires. That's really good. What it's going to be about. Save the rear tires. The front tires, they wear, but the rear tires are really what kills you in the long run, especially if you don't take care of them late in these green flag runs. As we're already 5 laps into this one. The lap time slowing down just a little bit. Got 28.4s. We saw 28.1s in qualifying, so. But still, man, these things are on edge. As you saw, Blauer's slideway is off of turn 2.
Top 4 not too far from each other. They've really pulled away from the rest of the field. They've gone really strung out.
Yeah, it's kind of typical of Darlington, honestly. You get a little strung out. Once pit stops happen, you'll really get strung out quite a bit. Wygent leading so far here, 6 laps into it, coming to 7. Trout still not too far back, even with that mistake he made off of 4. He's still in a position to have a chance at the win. You know, you don't want to write yourself off too early, especially at a track like Darlington, which is how abrasive it is and how much the tires matter here. And it's really easy to make a mistake here, especially off these corners, off of turn 2. Probably the hardest corner in NASCAR, in my opinion, turn 2 of Darlington.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
more of
thing.
a I was more of a turn 1 at Daytona kind of guy, but go on, Michael.
Yeah, to add to what Talon was saying earlier, you just can't like lose the rear tires, especially at this track, on how fast they degrade. So yeah, back to what I was saying earlier, you just really want to save them for the long
As
run.
here comes Blowers now. You look to the inside of Wygent. Wygent holds on for first, though, as Trout now moves up to second. So it seems like the outside lane, just the better lane for defending. You've seen that a lot here in these Gen 6 cars. You can kind of just pinch the guy down on the bottom, especially at a track like Darlington. Just so hard to pass. I mean, just everything about this track is just so difficult. Passing, driving, and staying off the outside wall, as Jimmy mentioned, on the outside wall on the entry of turn 3.
Bobby Blowers still on third.
Trout
Trout in the wall.
goes right on the back bumper of Wygent too when he hit the wall, and he's gonna hit it again off of 2. Trout falling into the grass of Blowers.
Yeah, as the top 4 is still pretty close together for Darlington standards. Everyone else, yeah, Jacob Wilson about 4.5 seconds back in 5th compared to these guys up in the top 4. These guys are really close together. About a few car lengths in between each other, though. Already 11 laps into this one, and the laps are just clicking off right now. This race goes by pretty quick. It doesn't feel quick in the car, though, but from the outside view, we're already 11 laps into this one. It's going by pretty quick so far early on.
Mitchell Bitley,
Yeah.
top of 4, saves it.
So you just saw it. The tires are already starting to kick in as Jimmy is in the wall.
Yeah, I know these drivers are really. I mean, 11 laps, 12 laps doesn't seem like a lot, but like at a track like Darlington, it just seems like forever. Just how hard it is to drive, and I mean, just constantly just making corrections, trying to save the race car, little by little, especially off of turn 2 and off of turn 4. It just seems like a lot of work, and you already look down, you're only 12 laps into the run. That happens a lot to me when I'm racing at a tough racetrack. You just seem like you're working so hard and the laps are clicking by, but they're barely going off either. But up in the booth, it's a little bit more calm, you know. Not as stressful driving here as the top 3 starting the gap. Jimmy mentioned a little bit on back, about 1 second between him and Bobby Blowers.
Yeah, once you get loose and hit the wall, it's just really tough to be more consistent. It gets your hopes down, but you know, he's not too far back.
Yeah, he's definitely still in contention, but just a little bit further back than you probably would like to be before the pit stops, which is 70% fuel, which I believe you can go around 70 or so laps here at Darlington. So I think I'll put around 50 laps here. on fuel, give or take. Which I think that might.
DJ is starting to show some pace as he's starting to reel in pacey.
Yeah, great set of corners that last time by through 1 and 2 for Trout. Entering or going higher in the corner. Yeah, he's going to get loose off the 4. Not too badly, though.
No, what I've noticed so far, with Pacey Wise, you just gotta stay with him. Hope that he makes some mistakes. It was Trout hard on the outside wall for turn 2. And that's gonna allow Bowers to get by. And that's what I was just talking about. You just gotta stay with Wygent and just beat it at the end. That's all you can really ask for. He's been so good this season in the whole Bolt League, Tuesday Night Thunder, and the Grand National Series. He's just been so consistent. You just gotta stay with him and hope that he makes a mistake, really. That's how you get the win. And that's how.
Too often, but
Yeah.
We've seen it before. Flowers almost on the wall there.
Very close.
Things starting to unravel for 2nd and 3rd place. But I know last time out here in the GNS series was season 2 at Darlington. It was March of last year. Pacey Wygent started on pole, but only led 1 lap to go on to finish 8th. He is definitely looking to avenge that poor performance last time by. And he's doing so already.
Yeah, he hasn't. I don't believe he may have clipped the outside wall 1 or 2 times, but nothing too major so far out in front.
Flowers is gaining like just a tad bit each lap. I saw that gap go down to a second 3 times, but the gap is starting to increase now.
Flowers, we've seen so much here, and just the way he drives, always struggling with the loose race car.
Yeah, we saw him drive at Landmark Park. He was really pushing very hard, and that might be a little bit of his downfall sometimes. He might be a little bit too aggressive on the tires early on, wear him out a little bit too much compared to Pacey Wygent, who, I mean, notoriously has shown that he's one of the best tire savers in the league overall in all these different racetracks that we've gone to this season.
He bounces off the wall here. I think Trout did as well in 1.
As like I mentioned, I think pit stops will happen around lap 50. You probably want to split 50, then 100, then 25 to the end. If I had to guess, maybe you 45, 90 to the end. Could be a strategy call there. But it's definitely going to be a 2-stop strategy here tonight at Darlington, most likely.
You just got to make sure you get on pit road.
Yeah, that's...
Well, too, it's all the way down there in 3 and 4.
Yeah, I'd say the entrance to pit road, especially at this track, is one of the hardest, if not most car structure.
Looks like Jimmy Minch falling back in the clutches of Jacob Wilson for that 4th place spot. Wilson trying to get up to the top 4. Minch trying to stay up there.
Both these drivers almost into the wall off too. Wilson only has made half the races so far this season. Currently 10th in points. Race at North Wilkesboro last week, finished 4th. And he's got in the top 5 in 3 of his 4 starts here this season too.
There he goes to the inside. Yeah, Minch goes down the 5th. Wilson up the 4th. As KCL is coming down pit lane, major right side damage there. That's the Darlington stripe we've been talking about earlier in tonight. I mean, that's just kind of a typical turn 2 incident. I'm guessing that's what happened there. Let's take a quick look at that. Maybe he had it before. It looks like he just brought down pit lane right there.
Looks
And
like he had that damage for some time.
yeah, we'll see if he's gonna use a fast repair, which, I mean, unless he had a meatball flag, which I don't believe he did. I don't know if that's the best strategy, using your fast repair this early on in a Darlington race like that, because if a caution comes out, you never know what you could be at, you know, strategy-wise, where your pit cycle could be, and you still want to have that fast repair in your back pocket just in case.
Yeah, and to add to that, the damage honestly didn't look like too bad. At least like 10 seconds, I guess. But if that was even like 40 seconds, I would still say fantastic.
Yeah, not even 30 laps into this 125 lap race. I do want to say we just talked about Jacob Wilson and we just talked about pit strategy.
It's actually Rodney Ayers has a meatball flag. His right front is broke. He just missed pit lane. So Rodney Ayers meatball flag, right front destroyed. Probably off of turn 2, I would assume. Oh yeah, hard hit, and that actually destroyed his right front, which, I mean, he just could not turn, I guess, for pit lane. You can see how much he's turning that wheel. It just doesn't want to turn left. But he misses pit lane there, but he's got to go all the way around. He's going to lose another lap.
Yeah, unfortunately, he might miss it again, too. Get on the brakes.
Got to really slow it down there. There he goes down pit lane. And it looks like his right front isn't as broke as it was before. Maybe just because slower speeds. But in the meantime, though, Casey Wygen has pulled out to a 3-second gap over Bobby Bauer.
Oh, she's sleeping.
Yeah, this is fast repair worthy for the 17 here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, broken right front, you can't drive Darlington any other way.
Only 6 in points. 28 behind Greg Pillar in fifth.
And he does not good.
Interesting.
I mean, unless he forgot to check it coming down pit lane, which could have been a reason, because sometimes, you know, drivers uncheck their fast repair so they don't actually accidentally use it, especially at a track like Darlington, because you know you probably get hit the wall at some point. But
looks like he's trying to take some options.
Yeah, he's 30 seconds in pit lane so far. So not sure if he didn't have it checked like he wanted to, or he's just gonna use like the required repairs. He's already 3 laps down. George Lesman Jr. 1 lap down, so he's gonna be the lucky dog candidate if caution does come out. Greg Pillar 24 seconds behind the race leader Pacey Wygent coming out for turn 4. He's about a straightaway ahead of our race leader so far.
I believe that Casey Ellis in the 35 has pulled off for the remainder of the race.
Yeah, he's still in pit lane. Has not left the session yet, but has not came back on the racetrack in about 8 laps.
Looks like he's still trying to get most of that damage off.
Well, he did use his fast repair.
It's actually George Lesman Jr. now has a pit for repairs. Same thing I think happened to him as Rodney Ayers, as he's rolling it down on the pit lane. Guessing off of turn 2. Laying Bobby Lowers by. No, it happened before then. Oh no, entry of turn 1.
I haven't really seen that happen too much often. Oh,
I'm surprised. Kind of surprised I gave him a meatball flag there. Guessing he has to have some wheel damage. Looks like right front is a little crooked out there also.
Oh yeah, you can see it bouncing like just a tad bit.
not what you want to see out of your windshield if you're Bobby Flowers right in front of him. Lap traffic in the wall just could not turn from the corner how much it looked like.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunate for him as he's gonna lose even more time to Pacey Wygent having to check up for that wreck or that incident. I guess not really a wreck, but I'm surprised how easy it is to get those meatballs. I mean, usually, you know, off of turn 2, you hit it, may have a little wheel damage, but sometimes you can drive a little wheel damage. Sometimes, you know, I've done it before in a stock car. But Jacob Wilson on pit lane, 36 laps into the run. That's a little earlier than I would expect, but we'll see. He does not have a meatball flag that I can see. But we can see if he has some right side damage. Doesn't look like he does. So.
I expected Jacob Wilson to pit a bit off cycle. In each of his top 5 finishes this season, he's led at least a few laps.
Yeah, this is a very early pit stop. This might be a 3-stop race then. Maybe. Because he had to go about 35 to 70 into 105. We'll see what happens here on pit lane. We'll see if he just goes. Looks like he will. So that was a scheduled pit stop. So it might be a 3-stop strategy race here.
Oh my fucking god, Ray.
Which kind of surprised me. But Wygent's still out front as Flowers has closed the gap now down to under 3 seconds. Not sure if there's lap traffic. There was some lap traffic.
Yeah,
actually, Wygent turned off his engine. Wygent is turning off his engine. So Wygent going for a fuel saving strategy here. Didn't that time through 1 and 2.
Flowers is closing in too. In about 2 seconds, or not 2 seconds, 2/10 this lap already. Now down to 1.
So he did shut off his engine the lap before, but not that lap that time. So maybe he doesn't think he can do it. But Greg Pillar down pit lane here. So it looks like it will be a 3-stop strategy. I thought they would be able to go a little bit longer on fuel because it's 70%. But I guess my estimate was a little wrong.
Bobby Flowers still gaining as he just gained 2/10 on that last lap. Down to 2.2.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe Wygent saving a little bit of fuel. Not turning off the engine this time, but just saving a little bit extra fuel, trying to make it a 2-stop strategy. Because if he can make it to 45, I believe it'll be at least a 2-stop strategy.
I think it also factors in just how big of a lead he had. You know, while he has this big cushion, just use his time to save some extra fuel.
As Minch and Pillar down pit lane.
Flowers in the wall off too. It wasn't a hard hit, but he capped it definitely.
Yeah, I scraped it there. So here he comes on pit lane, same with Wygent staying out another lap. And Trout also down pit lane. So Wygent gonna be the last driver of the pit. So lap 42, that would make it so they can. It's very close on fuel actually.
Yeah, looking for a 3-stop strategy for
so if they go 42 laps next time, it'd be 84, which would put them around 126 when if it stays green the rest of the way. So they're just barely good on fuel to the ends by a 1 lap or 2 even maybe.
I believe Wygent will be able to save that much.
Yeah. So I mean, 42 is the minimum you can go. As here he comes on payload. Yeah, you don't want to give your competition a too big of an advantage.
Watch out. I don't want to overshoot. Let's go back to Wygent. Yeah. This car bounced off the ground a good amount there on entry.
Looks like he does not get a speeding penalty there. As Flowers 1 lap down, got unlap himself this time by.
Got to get used to driving on cold tires. Don't want to hit the wall here. I know that can get drivers where you spend so much time on old tires and then you pit, you get back out on cold tires, and it's obviously really different. It just sometimes causes a wreck because you're just not used to driving on that fresh rubber.
As Wilson actually up to third now, he overcuts DJ Trout. Trout's way fresher tires though. Is Wygen off of pit lane. Here comes Blowers. Blowers is gonna take the race lead here. Wygen has 2 lap pressure tires though.
Almost by that's a he just took a really big lead over 2 seconds now. Mason's gonna have to really lock in to get all that time back.
Yeah, he does have
Now 3 seconds.
2 lap pressure tires, but we'll see how big of a difference that makes. I mean, we've seen throughout the season that even 1 lap pressure tires or 2 lap pressure tires makes a big difference over the course of a whole green flag run. This is the strategy Bobby Blowers has to play because he was so far back early on in the pit cycle. He was almost about 3.5 seconds back. He closed it down to 2.5 before he pitted. So he's made some good time up. We'll see what he can do in the second pretty much stint here.
Yeah, Pacey's already starting to get all that time back, down to 2.8 seconds now. As he's lapping the 94.
Back at update, George Lesman Jr. and Rodney Ayers back on the racetrack. Ayers not taking a fastest pair, neither is Lesman Jr., so I'd assume they forgot to check it. I mean, unless they just didn't want to take the fastest pair there, but going 8 and 10 laps down, probably not the best strategy call there from those 2 drivers if that was their choice.
I do want to say while we're on this 44 car, if we go back to him, that is an amazing looking paint scheme. Looks great under the lights too with the metallic finish.
Yeah.
This is paint scheme of the night for me. I don't know about you guys, but
yeah,
No,
definitely up there.
Yeah, I concur.
But in the meantime, the top 3, side by side here, Jacob Wilson and DJ Trout. Ooh, Wilson in the outside wall. That's gonna allow Trout easily to clear on the bottom.
Yeah, it's just really hard to keep these 2 cars side by side, especially through turn 1 and 2. A little bit easier for 3 and 4.
I would say I don't know if there's any other corner in NASCAR where it's harder to go side by side.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe off of turn 2, off of Dover, could be a pace there. That's a little sketchy sometimes. Off of turn 2 of Darlington, I don't know. Maybe
like the Chicago street course.
maybe Indianapolis. Indianapolis is sometimes sketchy, but Darlington, man, there's nothing like this racetrack. But AC Wagen now chasing down Bobby Blowers up ahead.
Yeah, that gap is already down to almost a second.
Yeah, and all Pacey Wagen has is 2 lap fresher tires, and that's just how big of a difference it makes here at Darlington. I mean, you wouldn't think 2 lap fresher tires would make that big of a difference. It just does. I mean, it's a testament. We've seen it all season long. Pacey Wagen always is an overcut on everyone, pretty much. He just always eventually goes back up to the race lead at the end of these races, seems like.
Yeah, we'd love to see a lap comparison of our top 2 here. Just see how much per lap Wygen is closing in on this 30-car machine.
Not to mention, these 2 are top 2 in the championship, so a win for Bobby would really propel his way up closer to Pacey.
He's 22 laps, or excuse me, 22 points behind Wygen right now. Wouldn't close in the points lead too much, especially because I think Wygen's going to have the most laps led here tonight.
Yeah, Pacey would definitely have to finish outside the top 2.
44 getting
more.
in front of the leader there, not at the right timing though. Slows the 34 down just a little bit. Flowers almost in the wall off of 2 there. They just really messed with his line through 1 and 2.
Pacey really closing in the gap now. And he's almost to his bumper.
And now he's got to go through dirty air here.
What he can do off of turn 2. Does he have enough of a run? I don't think he does yet. No, he does not. How hard will Bobby Blowers defend here?
He's setting himself up right here.
Yeah, half
By
a
taking
lane
that
up.
high lane.
Got the clean air. Not able to get that good of a run off of 4. Let's try again this time. Love to go on board with the 0-0.
Really sending in deep there.
Taking that high lane. Bobby trying to give him the dirty air. And Pacey gets a little tight off too, but still gets a better exit.
As Blowers doing
The high lane again.
a master class right now of defending this race lead. I mean, if he can hang on for like a few more laps, just have Wygant burn up his stuff. I mean, Blowers is sitting in a really good position right now.
Look high. Flowers moves up the block.
Really good run.
Oh,
Oh, he gets loose.
give him the inside, but he's gonna stay up top though. Watch for the slide job. Not gonna be able to do it.
Sends it on the bottom.
Watch the side drop off the corner though. This will be key.
He can stay side by side.
He clears him though. Wow.
Clears him.
Bobby Blowers doing a great job defending right now for this race lead.
Wygant looking for clean air. Flowers
Oh, Wygant.
move.
Oh, a really good run.
Not enough of a draft though.
Decent run. Yeah, not enough.
Lap traffic coming up in play here. Rodney Ayers up ahead. A few seconds. See.
Wygant almost to the wall.
He's really pushing now.
Still got a
As
good
he gets
run
to the
though.
inside. He is there.
He's using every inch of this racetrack, especially off of turn 2. Flowers blink out a little bit.
Wygant
Got the side draft.
He's there.
It's going to really help going into turn 1. He sends it. Oh, ever so slightly.
Flowers is gonna hang on though. Man, Flowers is
Yeah.
not laying up easily.
Yeah, and he just got a really good run off the corner there.
Lap traffic up
He
ahead.
had a way rougher line off turn 2.
Yeah,
So
it's
he's going to lose a lot.
it's not easy to pass on the inside off it. Ooh, Blowers hits the outside
Oh,
wall.
in the wall.
He has
May
enough
have
of a
got
gap
some dirty
though.
air.
And that's
Dave.
going to give back Pacey the momentum here.
Yeah. If I was Ayers, I would just pull off the racetrack, let these guys by 10 laps down, giving some dirty air to the leaders here.
So he does
That's
that.
what it says, barely.
Here we go. He's going to stay behind him.
I think Wygant's best shot is to try to get to his outside in 1 and 2, but I don't know how if Blowers even gonna give up his outside lane though. He's kind of inviting Wygant to take the inside because he knows the outside is the way to go here.
Already got one. Lucky.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to figure something out to try and get by him. Because remember, he still has those pressured tires by like 2 laps, and we saw how much he narrowed down the gap earlier. As Bobby gets really tight, and Pacey gets to the inside here. If he gets to go to exit here, it might clear him as he senses it.
Oh,
in turn
slide
1.
job!
Oh!
Contact, hard on the wall they go. Where's
In the
DJ
wall.
Trout? About 6 seconds back, not close enough. But Wygant gets through. Flowers up
Bobby
top
coming
though.
back. Got the side draft. He has the better lane as he hits the wall.
But watch out of a crossover move. Wygant got a little
Oh
tight.
yeah, watch out for that.
He really wants
better
the
run,
outside.
hits the wall.
You can see how much he wanted the outside lane there. Tried to create a gap there, it just wasn't there. Hit the wall off the 4.
Reminds me of the Chase Elliott Martin Truex Jr., I believe it was, 2021. That's exactly what just happened there. I think those are the 2 drivers involved there, but that one at the 7500,
Yeah, you're right.
I believe that was 2020, 2021, somewhere around there.
2021, yeah.
I mean, that's just exactly the same thing that happened there. Wygen knows he knows he's quicker. I mean, clearly he got back from 3 seconds back and caught up to him, but he just could not be able to make the move. But kind of forced his way up there. Now he's in the outside wall. Here comes Blowers now.
Wall.
This battle is not over yet, as we're a little bit past halfway. Still have one more pit stop to go.
Why diamond the corner there? Haven't really seen him do that.
Yeah, he also took a deeper line on the entrance of the corner.
Blowers losing it.
Now in turn 1. Bobby's starting to lose those right rear.
Oh, Wygen got really tight. Here comes
Oh.
Blowers with a huge run.
There we go.
Watch for the slide job.
Gets the side draft. Yeah, watch out.
He's gonna send
try to
it.
clear him here. He's gonna.
He does so.
And he
Wow.
does. Wow, good move.
Hey, you
Wide
just really gotta
crossover.
send it in there.
AC is coming back.
Watch out for the
See
repeat
Wygen.
move here.
Watch out for it again.
Can't clear him.
Oh. Flowers on the wall. Flowers can't keep it off the outside wall. Wygen gonna clear again. Crossover move.
He's
Yes,
going for
again.
the crossover again. And he gets to his side. Well, he sent it here.
Not able to clear. Wygen's on his top side on the outside. Off for turn 4. The dead heat coming to the line. Wygen's gonna get the lap there. But Blowers
See
on
what
the bottom
happens here.
here.
Bobby's sending it here with that deeper line in
Contact.
turn 1 as they almost hit again.
Watch out for the exit of turn 2. This could be tight.
Oh, yeah.
They give each other plenty of room though. Very respectful racing pretty much for the most part.
Yeah, really good battle throughout these last, like, 6 laps. Especially.
Yeah, these,
Bobby looking for that arc, and he gets it almost perfectly as he's already side by side with him. See what happens here. Once again, taking that deeper line. He almost hits him. He gets really loose. And Pacey, once again, is clear.
now can
See if
Pacey
he can
Wygen
run
pull
away
away,
this
yeah.
time.
He's
Yeah.
really worn out his tires though, battling Bobby Blowers, but so has
Yeah.
Blowers though too. They both have really worn tires. And this allowed DJ Trout to close on the gap 2 behind. He's only 5.5 seconds back.
He wasn't too. He hasn't made that much of a gap. He was sitting around 6 seconds for the longest time, but he's only got it down to 5. And it's only really been in these last few laps he's closed in. Both these
Oh, they're
drivers-
almost at the wall. As Bobby gets to the outside again.
Not quite
Or
though.
Not quite.
But he's gonna get a good run off of turn 4 here. Watch us move in turn 1. No, he's gonna get his outside in turn 4.
Oh,
Oh, he's in the wall though.
it's not going to work. Yeah.
Man, this is some intense racing here at Darlington.
You don't want to get these cars too damaged, though. We've already seen a lot of drivers get meatball flags having to go down pit road.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if
Don't
you
want to wreck out here.
if you pit now, you can't make it on a one-stop race to the end. You have to wait until at least lap 83-ish, give or take, to make it to the end. But
Speaking
man,
of that too, Wygent not able to save
Oh,
while
wow.
battling with Flowers.
Yeah. You can see how much time Bobby has gained. Because Pacey had to be able to run away because he battled him so much.
yeah,
with his tires.
the tire advantage I think is pretty much gone.
Yeah.
I think actually Blowers
Again,
may have. Oh, here
yeah,
he comes.
He's getting loose. Here we go. Bobby to the outside.
Off the wall down the back
And he
straight,
hits the
again.
wall.
Doesn't hurt him though. Off for turn
Almost
4.
helps him. Still
It's gonna be a
side by
dead
side.
heat though.
What a battle this has been.
He's gonna
Pacey is still trying to keep his lead.
stay in there. He's gonna stay on the outside
As they
lane.
almost hit the wall again. He just did.
Oh, it's gonna be tight.
Oh,
they're
that's
wrecking.
not gonna work.
They're both
And they're
spinning.
wrecking.
As here they
They're
come.
both out.
Trout.
And that's a caution.
Watch out, it was gonna get. Oh.
Wygen and
Oh,
Lesma
no.
Jr. hard hitting to the outside wall. It's blown engine from someone. I
Might
think.
have been the
Is it Wygen? Does Wygen have a blown engine?
Oh, Blauer's not happy with him too.
I
Yeah.
think
see
Wygen has
that?
a blown engine. No, he does not. It's
Oh, he gets
Lesma
it back
Jr.
on.
As wow. I mean,
Wrong place, I guess, at the wrong time. I mean,
Both of these drivers do have a fast repair, so it's not over definitely for these drivers.
yeah, I mean, they didn't hit the wall too hard, but I mean, their gap for the race lead gone now. Actually, Wygen's crab walking, so he's completely destroyed. But Trout now in the race lead as, I mean, that was kind of bound to happen. They were racing so aggressively for
Yeah.
such a narrow racetrack. You kind of just see it, the whole thing unfold here, as Wygen got loose off of turn 2 the lap before. They were dead heat coming to the line. I thought Wygen might be able to clear on the inside of 1, but Blowers just held on the outside lane, sent it. Hit the outside wall even too.
yeah, he just gets in the wall here, and I think Wygen just got tied off turn 2. He just
It's
came
like
up
you-
into him.
Like what you guys mentioned earlier, just
Oh,
side by side off the turn
oh.
2.
Hard
So
hit.
he's just seeing
And-
how much of an impact that was. Side by side off a turn 2, it's just not gonna work most of the time. As this 44 machine, I know when I played with Hot Wheels as a kid, I would just ram cars into each other. That's what it looked like here. Down the backstretch of Darlington. Full speed.
Yeah, he tried to lift and brake, but just, I mean, you're going so fast anyway. But he was off pedaling first is DJ Trout. So Trout has the race lead. For the first time since, I think he may have got the race lead for a half a corner maybe at one point in this race, but finally leading some laps here. 75 laps into this one. And man, that's probably one of the best battles we've seen all season long
Oh,
for the
yeah.
course
That
of
was
25
really-
laps.
Yeah,
Absolute cinema.
Yeah.
absolute
And the
cinema.
thing is, these guys have to pay at least one more time in this race also.
Yeah, don't also forget, Bobby and Pacey are starting right next to each other, so this could get more juicy.
And
as the
everyone
race goes on.
everyone has used Vesper, actually, except Jacob Wilson. And Rodney Ayers. Rodney Ayers 11 laps down, but Trout has used his fastest pair. Flowers, Wygant, Minch. So if any driver pretty much on the new lap wrecks, they're out of this race here tonight. Unless it's not a big wreck, but still. Man.
I do want to say that last run just really proved the strategy of how to deal with Pacey Wygant. Don't let him get too far out ahead and just
Yeah, just battle him as
really
hard as you
battle
can.
him. Yeah. To see how well Trout will be able to hold off the field, I think that he'll get passed by Wygant and maybe even Flowers. But you just got to make sure you don't have the 00 get out to a 3-second lead like you did earlier in the race.
I mean, you just gotta battle. I mean, it's kind of like any other motorsport. You got the fastest driver, you just gotta battle them and hope to slow them down just a little bit.
Flowers didn't have to deal with Trout being up there when he battled Wygant. Now he's going to have to deal with that third machine.
There's Jimmy Minch in 5th. He is on the lead lap. He has taken the fastest pair.
Pacey already back in the lead, and Bobby is already getting to the inside of DJ.
Trout not a good exit off 2 there. If I'm Flowers, just try to clear Trout as soon as you can. Get away from him, pull away, and just chase down the 00.
Trout has some good dirt run speed. We've seen
He's
all.
loose in the corner though. Thought he was going to hit the wall. Wygant
Yeah,
not a good exit
That
too.
gives Bobby the advantage going into turn 3, as he can't quite get into his inside here. Pacey is running away here.
Yeah, I think he knows that
5-10.
think he's frustrated that Flowers is able to just hold him up so long. There's no wide way loose off her exit. Ooh, what a save
almost
though.
loses it. Almost loses it, and that's gonna cut the gap almost in half.
Not sure if he like just clipped the apron in the wrong way. Maybe those cold tires,
Alright,
possibly.
gets a good entry
We just
here.
got in the marbles,
Oh.
maybe.
Yeah.
Wow, dirt tracking it right
But actually,
there.
Wygen now down to third. He missed what happened there,
Oh no.
as actually he let them. Not sure
He's
what
still
happened.
loose. He's still battling
Get
with the race
loose
car. I mean, it looked like it. He was
Yeah.
fishtailing that car even on the apron that last time by.
I'm not sure if there was something wrong with the car or something, or I don't know. But Trout and Blowers now the front two. 45 to go. Like I mentioned, one more pit stop still necessary to complete the race. I would expect these guys to come down around lap 100, split it evenly.
DJ Trout in his first start this season in the GNS Series, leading, currently sits tied for fifth place in the postseason in the Tuesday Night Thunder Series. He's led so 143 laps than in the Tuesday Night Thunder Series so far. Wygen just tailing it again off his board. Wygen
Yeah,
close.
DK. As DK is starting to actually run away from Bobby. Already getting the gap to 3/10. He got a little bit of a bad exit off too, which cut that gap a little bit. But he seems to have a lot of pace here. With 43 to go. 42 now.
Trout on a good run right now. Finished second at Daytona in the Tuesday Night Thunder Series. Looking to get one position better here tonight. Okay, so I just slowly closing in on Blowers. 30 car in the wall here. Comes a 34 to the back bumper of him with the run. Flowers with a good run again.
Here he comes. The inside. Is he there enough? Off for turn 4.
Pacey
try to-
getting
Oh,
a
he got
lot
loose.
of time on these guys. Here comes Pacey. Will he go for it? Nope. Still gonna stay behind these guys, hoping they get into a wreck. So that
Yeah,
he
this is a
flip
good
by.
camera to see the runs
Yeah.
here on these top three pull away. Wygen and Flowers enter in the corner a bit lower than Trout. Trout almost to the wall before. The 30 arrow block in the field now. Flowers better run though.
Yeah, really good run for Bowers going in here as he almost gets into the rear of 30.
Oh, Blowers in the wall.
And he's at the wall.
Trout really backed up the
Now
corner.
here comes Pacey. Bobby gets a little bit loose. Pacey getting loose as well.
Trout really just backed up the quarter and threw off. Flowers Wygen a bit
Oh,
loose.
Pacey gets loose again.
Allows Trout to pull away now. 7/10 lead, 10th
Yeah.
lead over Flowers and Wygen.
Yeah, that gap is increased like a ton over that little segment that just happened.
Under 40 laps to go, plenty of time for something to happen, obviously. We've seen a lot happen already.
As George Lesmajerin down pit lane.
Wygen a great run. compared to the 34 through turns 2 into 3. 'Cause I'm surprised that Trout has just opened up so much of a lead over Flowers and Wygant, who pulled away earlier on in the race, but Trout clearly saving his stuff, and he's pouncing at the right time.
Yeah,
Watch it.
Bobby cutting the gap down to 6/10. That's Pacey. Actually, I think he hit the wall of 4.
He did.
Lost a little bit of time. Yeah.
He's in it
He's
again.
hitting the wall again. Yeah, this little segment here has not been good for Pacey. As he's getting loose everywhere.
Has Jacob Wilson down pit lane?
Should be 4 tires of drill here. Couldn't imagine being anything different.
Yeah, it could be 2 tires maybe, but that would be a little bit risky here, just knowing how loose this racetrack has been all night long.
Yeah, I would not do that.
Wygant losing a lot of time. I think he might have hit the outside wall. Yeah, he hit the outside. Big damage,
yeah.
actually, for
Yeah,
Wygant.
that's gonna really hurt his car. Doesn't look too bad, but I just killed him a lot of time.
Flowers has really caught up to TJ Trout now up front.
Might take a yellow for Wygant to get back up here. Considering just the run he's had since the restart. A lot of times he's hit the wall. Him struggling to handle his race car. Looking like Bobby Flowers out there. Flowers right in the tire tracks of the 30 machine.
Better exit for DJ though.
Yeah, this is a great camera angle here to just to see the different speeds and the lines each driver
He
is
spent it right here. Gets that clean air. That's good. And if he gets a good exit off here, he can really make a threat, as he does right here.
Here comes the inside. Look for the slide
Inside,
job.
Here we go. Will he go for it?
Yeah, I think he is. He's gonna send it
He
to the
does.
bottom.
He
Trout sends it up
does.
top though.
It's tight.
Trout gonna clear off a 4.
Great run around the high side.
Really, yeah.
Seems like
Really
Flowers.
clean right
Flowers a little bit better in 1, 2. Trout a little better in 3 and 4. Flowers actually Trout in the outside wall actually.
Oh, in the wall.
Flowers on the
Oh, this
inside.
might not work.
Ooh, that was almost deja vu all over again right there.
Yeah, Bobby gonna lose a little bit of momentum, but he's still well
Yeah,
in
you still have 3 laps to go and plus a pit
Yeah.
stop coming
No,
up, so you don't need to force the move here. Especially everyone in the top 3 has already used their fastest repairs, so you don't want to crash out and destroy your car and
Yeah.
someone else because you want to make a move with 30 to go. Especially at a track like Darlington, I mean, you'll have plenty of moments to make another move.
Trout bounces off the wall.
I mean, Bobby still keeping that gap pretty close. Now down 2/10.
You see the 34 is really arcing it more than the 30, and he's able to generate a great run because of that.
Looks like he's gonna try and settle himself up right here as he takes the higher lane. Goes for the double apex kind of.
So you can see just how he's setting up the corner, just trying to time his move right on Trout. I know if we go on board of the 34 machine, you'll be able to see it a lot better.
As he almost gets to the inside, but not quite. As DK gets the way better corner. That just makes passing on this track like super hard, especially through 3 and 4. I feel like 3 and 4 is definitely the hardest place to pass here at this track.
Wygen's still not out of it yet. He's only about a second and a half back, a little bit less than that. For our
Yeah,
top
looks
two.
like also he's been gaining a little bit.
Little by little, he's chipping away.
Yeah.
Just brick by brick, he's just trying to get up there.
He's just not closing in at an alarming rate of speed. I mean, he's pretty far
Yeah,
back.
still got 26 laps to go. I mean,
And a pit stop.
yeah, in a pit stop. I would expect pit stops to happen like next 5 laps or so. I mean, based off what we've seen, you have to pit within the next 5 laps at least one time, because they restarted with about 50 to go, and the fuel window it seems like was only 43 laps you can go on fuel, at least during the first stint. So I mean, I'd assume you have to pit here, right? I mean, unless they pitted really early for the first pit stop. So yeah, oh, here comes Bobby Flowers on pit lane.
Make sure you don't speed on pit road. Slows it down right there.
Yeah, going for the undercut. Interesting call right here.
Worked for him
Yeah,
last
like-
time.
Yeah.
Like Michael said earlier, it's the hardest pit road to get on here on this NASCAR schedule.
Yeah, a speeding penalty would ultimately just end your race too.
I was expecting
to
Trout to come in
get
this
the top
time,
three.
and
As it looks like, yeah,
Wygen stays out.
get that speed down.
Ooh, he looked really quick.
Oof. Yeah. Almost speeds. As it looks like
Looked really quick. I mean, I can.
he's gonna be spared here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he has a black flag. But man, that looked really quick down pit lane. I was actually Blauer's taking 2.
Oh,
Wow.
Hmm.
that's an interesting call.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, if I was Pacey, I definitely would consider, but I don't know. We'll have to see. And
'Cause we'll see what
that's
Trout
what
does here. Does he know why Blauers took 2?
I mean, I know that Flowers likes to drive or at least race car.
Oh,
but-
Trout takes 2
Oh.
too.
Wow.
All right, changing
Ooh.
strategy.
Okay, then.
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't know if it was always the plan for Trout to take 2 here the last stop, but
Yeah.
we'll have to ask him post race.
But either way, Blauers up still ahead.
These two drivers
Trout.
are also in the same team, so this might have something to do with it.
It was a good point, Michael.
Same with
Pacey is
Wygen
also
too.
on the same team as well.
Same voice chat. So maybe some communication there. But I mean,
Yeah.
communication for your strategy might be a little different when you're racing your teammates, especially with
Yeah.
20 laps to go. I mean, I don't know how communicative you are about your strategy about with 20 laps to go. But Wygen, is he saving fuel? Let's go on board with him. I mean, he seems. It doesn't look like he is, but I don't know. That just seems like a typical thing Pacey Wygen would be doing, saving fuel to make it to the ends. We've seen it time
We
and
saw
time
it happen
again.
in 3 and 4 earlier this race, so we have to check it then.
You can still hear the engine, so the engine's not coming off. Very interesting.
Yeah.
But he really is staying out quite a long time. I mean,
We'll
Get the-
have to see.
hit here at some point, because you gotta give yourself enough time to make enough laps to make up that time that you lost. But actually, right now, Jacob Wilson in the race lead once Wygen pits, but Flowers right beside him right now. Oh,
Oh, he's
Wilson in the wall.
Oh,
Flowers.
almost ends Bobby's race.
I don't
And
believe they
DK is taking
touched.
a
I don't think
time.
they made contact, but Flowers
Yeah,
had
that
to
looked like-
avoid.
That looked a little bit. It might have been honestly been net code, but we'll have to check the replay here.
Don't believe they made contact. What I saw.
They
It's
did.
very hard. I think it was.
I think
It was net
I
code.
think it
Yeah,
was
it
net
was.
code.
Out of the corner.
But now Trout within striking distance, and he has that one lap fresher tires, which you saw how big an advantage that was for Pacey Wygen as Wygen coming down pit lane this time.
I expect Jacob Wilson
Interesting.
to
He's
come
doing
in
the
and follow
same
him.
thing he did last
The Wilson
time.
already made his pit stop, but it was 16 laps ago.
Yeah, but if you hit the wall that hard, I'm surprised he stayed out this lap. You can see just how much off the pace He is.
Yeah, he already has used his fast repair, so at this point, can't be worthless. But I mean, he did pit really early, which, like I mentioned, when he did pit, kind of surprised me a lot.
We're expecting Wygen to take 2 tires here in response to Blowers and Trout taking 2. Let's see what the call is here.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be really surprised if he does not take 2. Jack drops, and looks like we'll be taking 4.
All right.
I don't know if he has enough time. It's gonna be about 16 laps to make up a lot of seconds. I mean, who it comes out to when he comes out pit lane, but he's gonna be all the way down in 5th place. He's gonna be about 14 seconds back from Bobby Blowers
Yeah.
with
Gonna have
8
to
lap
really
pressure
lock in
tires.
Got this at
Ah.
17 or 16 now. Qualifying
have-
laps.
Yeah, gonna
Yeah.
have to go hammer time. Right here.
Almost a second a lap quicker than these front 2.
We've seen last run out of the pit stop on the restart. You saw how much he was loose.
And also, these guys did take 2 tires, so they're gonna be a little bit
Yeah.
looser. And you never know what could happen. These two could battle it out, and Watson could be there at the end, maybe.
Yeah. Or we could get
Another caution, yeah.
cross. Yeah, go to overtime. But we'll have to see. DK gets a better exit, almost his line. I think he just did right here.
Flowers just fishtailing it a little bit through the corners, I saw. As Trout in position, he's been able to keep his car cleaner in these last few laps compared to Blowers, who had contact with Jacob Wilson. So Arrow can definitely...
Oh, contact
my.
behind! Shroud got into pillar and pillar around,
Oh,
and that's gonna be the caution
that's gonna be a-
that Wygen
Oh,
needed right
boy.
there.
Great save by the 32, but just as I had said that Trout had a cleaner car than Blowers. Just the unfortunate timing here of passing lap traffic. Pillar tries to get out of the way
Hit
here.
the
and
wall.
bounces off the wall.
Ah,
Nothing
into the
Trout
path
could
is
do.
really unfortunate for DK. Nowhere to go. Really.
And he did not want a caution there either. It was gonna be pretty much a 1v1 between him and Bobby Blowers, and that's what you want as a racer. You only want one other person really to battle. But
Yeah.
look at Pacey Wygen. He's in a good position to
Now
make
the whole
something
field
happen.
is reset. Now we're gonna get a reset here for
And
everyone.
pit stops most likely.
Yeah. If these guys, I'd imagine these guys still have another set left. Guys, yeah, they're coming down right now.
I feel like you have to take 4 considering you only
Yeah.
took 2 that last time by.
Yeah. for
And
sure.
now Wygent has opened up the possibility of
Yeah,
him
but
taking 2
it's gonna
tires
give-
here.
Yeah, it's gonna cost Bobby the lead here.
Because I know, Talon, I would like an update, just a reminder on who has yet to take their fast repair here so far.
See real quick.
I know nearly the
Every
entire field
single
does.
driver in the field has taken the fast repair so far.
All right.
And Pacey Wygen staying out here
Okay.
in
Oh, wow.
first.
Okay then.
So
Could be
him lap shootout to decide the race winner here.
like you said earlier.
Oh,
Kevin,
man.
This could be cinema here. So
Well, I know Talon mentioned earlier in the broadcast just how much of a difference a lap or 2 of fresh tires can make.
Flowers, terrible exit though. He could have got Trout, I thought, but he slid his tires way too much.
yeah, that could possibly cost him.
They do have choose cone, but still, I mean,
Oh shit.
Wygen has 5 lap old tires out in front. It's gonna be 10 lap shootout, I believe. Take a quick break, and we'll be right back before the green flag here with 10 to go here at Darlington. here at Darlington, South Carolina. The final 10 laps of the Flashback 125 presented by Blink Designs. And we got DJ Trout on the outside, Pacey Wajin in first, 5 hours behind him. It's going to be a 10-lap shootout to decide tonight's winner.
Boy.
No fast repairs, so everything on the table here. Everything up for grabs.
Green flag.
That was Blauer's not a great restart. Maybe spun the tires a little bit as they're single file through 1 and 2.
Not an ideal start for Bobby, but he's going to try, possibly follow DJ.
Seeing cold
Get
tires
back
be a
to
good
safety.
factor tonight.
Oh, DJ slides out of the corner, and that's going to lose him a little bit of time. Pacey, while he does have the older tires, he does have warmer tires, which provides more grip. So he's going to run away here in the at least first 2 laps here. It's a little segment.
Trout right in the wall.
He's in the wall again. Bobby's trying to get by
Blauer's
him.
go to bottom.
Well, he send it. Remember, you do not have a fast spare, so you want to keep the car clean.
But you gotta clear one another so you can
Yeah.
catch a Wajin.
And Wajin has a
Wajin's
couple lap
still
older
running.
tires, 5 lap older tires in these drivers. And they're just not able to get up to him, and 8 laps to go. You gotta start doing something.
Yeah, the gap's already
Blauer's
about a
loose.
second.
Oh, that's not gonna
Stupid
help.
loose off of turn 2.
Yeah.
I think Blauer's, you just gotta hope that Trout has the speed to catch up to Wajin.
Just stay in the tracks of Trout, and then
Just gotta hope
if
he's
able
quick
to get
enough.
up there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all you can really do. I mean, right now, they're pretty much even, Blauer, Trout, and Wajin. I mean, I don't think 100th of a second is going to do anything here with 7 to go.
He's able to close in a 10th that last time by.
Yeah, 7 tenths now. You just got to do a 10th a lap, and it looks like that's exactly what's going on. They're slowly getting on Wajin here.
We've just seen Trout hit the wall. Really, everybody's hit the wall a good amount tonight. You just can't make these same mistakes in the last 6 laps.
Yeah, no one's really been perfect here in this race tonight. Even though it's like one of the hardest tracks on the calendar. Still, no one's really had like the most clear speed.
These marbles have been affecting these drivers, especially tonight.
Yeah.
On Wajit, just try to create a gap as much as you can.
Oh,
Wow, what a game.
What a
Speaking of the gap,
good lord.
if I'm
Yeah,
Blowers,
but that's gonna give him a bad exit though.
if I'm
Still, I think
Blowers,
he
just
gained a ton.
follow the 30 up to the 00, have them battle, then make your move from there. But 4 laps, it's gonna go by quick here. You're running out of time at this
Yeah.
point.
He's gaining on him though. They both are.
Yeah, Trout really good in 3 and 4.
Oh,
Not
that
so
time.
much in 1 and 2, though.
Oh, as he sends it here again.
He's on the top side.
This
Good
time he's gonna try and get the
run
exit.
off of 4.
Pace
Here he
like a
comes.
little loose. A little bit. And now we have a fight. Okay, will he get the better exit? Yes, he will. Oh, and he's gonna...
Here he comes to the inside.
Yeah, here we go.
Wajin gonna pinch him down.
Oh, he's gonna pinch him. That's
Watch out for
usually-
Blowers.
99% of the time that usually doesn't work, but it worked out
Good to
here.
go this time by.
Bobby's gonna chill, hoping that they wreck.
Side by side, Wajin gonna hang on to the top side for turn 2. Will it work
out.
Oh, he gets
out?
loose. Here comes Bobby.
Wajin hangs on. Half a
Oh,
lap to go to the white flag. Will they make it?
that might have gave Bobby a little bit of damage on the front.
Give him a boost. 30, got a boost from the 34
Yeah.
there.
Comes to the white this
flag.
time. Flowers on the wall though. White flag. No more caution here at Darlington.
He's gonna have
Who will
to
get to
a
line
really good run.
first?
He's gonna have to get a really perfect corner right here if he wants any shot at winning. As he does get a good run,
Great run for Trout.
Hey.
Come to the inside.
Here we go.
Down through 1 and 3 and 4. Trout gonna sit up the racetrack. Contact
Oh,
wide on the wall. Coming off of turn 4. DJ Trout. He's gonna get the win here at Darlington.
And it looks like Bobby got second, which is really gonna help him in the points. But DJ Trout is your winner.
Flowers does get second. As what a win for DJ Trout.
That was incredible.
Away.
It's one of the best races we've seen here on LRN.
Without a doubt.
DJ Trout, like I mentioned earlier, first race this season for the GNS series, and he picks up the win. He stayed up front all night like he had to do. We saw him struggle a little bit early on the race when Wygent just gapped the entire field, but he had a great second half of the race. Just put the car in position to win.
I know, I mean, he clawed, he was about a second back from Wygent, clawed his way up there, and made a very aggressive move through 3 and 4. But, I mean, everyone's made contact here tonight, so, I mean, that's kind of what the typical racing was here at Darlington.
I mean, we've seen so far you had to get physical with Wygent in order to hold him off. It was the last 2 races for Bolt, DJ Trout. It's a 1-2. Second at Daytona and Tuesday Night Thunder. First here tonight.
As we take a quick break, we're going to speak to our top 3 drivers. What a race that was at Darlington. Back here at Darlington, South Carolina, going to speak to our Flashback 125, then by Blink Design winner, DJ Trout. So DJ, you got a copy?
Yes, I do. How you doing?
Pretty good. You got the win here tonight at Darlington. Just talk us through those last 10 laps, chasing down Pacey Wygent. You were about 9 tenths back there. Talk us through those final 10 laps and that final restart.
Honestly, it was just I was hanging on. I think Pacey had like 5 lap older tires than I did, and I was just driving the wheels off this thing. I I don't really know what happened going into the last corner. I don't know if I came up or what, but the contact was light because it didn't knock my car sideways or anything. I don't know if it screwed Pacey, but uh, either way, this 30 car apparently ended up in victory lane on this one-off appearance in GNS.
Yeah, what a win it was for you here tonight at Darlington. Overall, how was the tires? Tires overall. I mean, you took 2 tires on last green flag pit stop. So what was that strategy? Kind of going to that, and also just tires overall, how they wore and whatnot.
Uh, the tires when I came in, or the 2-tire call was, I think I was out for maybe 15 laps, so I thought I could handle it, which I managed to stay with Bobby pretty well. So it was a good call there. Caution came out with Greg. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, it was just the tires were tight on the long run, and I could not figure it out in the long run. So thank goodness it was, short runs to the finish, because I feel like that's where the 30 car was stronger than the 00 and maybe even 34.
Yep, and a great win for you tonight here. First one start the season 2. Anyone I think for tonight's win?
Thank you to PBR. I know probably Pacey's not that happy with me. I mean, yeah, thank you to Pacey too, because he's been helping me uh, learn the race cars and helping me get faster. Big thanks to Bobby Blowers for the paint. And thank you guys for broadcasting. Hopefully we can make this 2 in a row at Darlington and go win Tuesday.
Yep, and we will see you next time here. Night.
Yep. Have a good one.
That was DJ Trout, your winner here tonight at Darlington. To our second place driver, who was Bobby Blowers, got Wygen at the line barely. Thousandths of a second. So Bobby, you got a copy?
Yep.
So before that 10 lap shootout there, we saw that you took 2 tires on the green flag pit stop. Was that a scheduled thing that you were doing beforehand, or that kind of just a reactionary thing that you kind of thought in the moment?
Nope. On that one, that was a planned thing. I was trying to split it about halfway and then take rights just to shorten up the stop. And then just because I knew it was going to be hard to catch if I could get away a little bit, just because I knew it was going to be hard to pass. That was the one big thing. I was just trying to take advantage of that and do what I could. And yeah, that 10-lap shootout, it got a little rough.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of sitting there in third place, had a chance there, maybe get the win, but Trout pulled away late, 1.5 laps to go there. Anything you probably could have done differently there in those final 10 laps to maybe have a better chance at the win?
Not get the wall with 2 to go. That would have been a good start. That's why I lost ground on DJ and Pacey, as I got the wall there with 2 to go or so. I could have maybe had a shot there right at the end if I stayed with them, but I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah, still second place. Good result, good points. Stay here tonight at Darlington. You want to thank you for your run?
Yeah. First off, Blink Designs. That's me. Painted all 3 cars in the top 3 there, I believe. I think they finished. Yeah. Some good throwbacks out there tonight. 213simware.com, PBR Racing, and all my family and friends there. That was fun.
Yeah, good run here tonight at Darlington, and we'll see you next time.
Yep, will do.
We'll bring on third place driver Pacey Wygen, who had the race lead those final 10 laps, lost in the last corner, the last lap. Jay Trout and a little bit of controversy, I would say. Those two. Hello, Pacey, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
You had the race lead there coming to the white flag and led those last 10 laps, and lost it there at the end. Just talk us through your thoughts there. Contact between you and Jay Trout there in the turn 3 and 4.
It's just Darlington. Everybody's driving in deeper in the last lap. He just drove in a little too deep and got into me. It is what it is. I was on the older tires. I was just doing everything I could to hold off. Didn't want to put him in the wall or, do anything like that to him. So, uh, just let him have the inside and let him cook, and that's what he did. He cooked. So, no hard feelings or anything. It's Darlington last lap. 3 and 4. I don't really know how much different you can put it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, overall, I mean, it was a really good racing. We had really good battle between you and Blowers there for probably like 15, 20 laps even, give or take. Just talk us through how hard it was to pass. And I mean, we're pretty much stuck behind Bobby for a little bit there, creating that battle there.
Uh, I mean, it was not hard to pass unless they were deliberately trying to hold you up, which I guess that's part of racing nowadays. So, um, I don't know. I don't really want to comment on anything until I go back and watch footage. So, uh, yeah, it wasn't too bad to pass though, if you could line it up right.
Anyone like think tonight's for your third place finish?
Well, yeah, I gotta shout out Blink Designs for making the old throwback for me to a real life car. Shout out to Rodney for putting this on. Uh, Shout out to you guys up in the booth for broadcasting each and every week. Fiance for letting me do this. And congrats DJ on the win and Bobby on second place. It was a fun battle there the last 10 laps.
Yep, and we'll see you here at Richmond.
Sounds good.
As Pacey Wise in our third place finish us. Meantime, we'll take a quick look at our results here tonight for Flashback 125 presented by Blink Designs. Race winner here, obviously, Trout. White Blower is going to be in second, Pacey Wise in third, Jimmy Minch, Jake Wilson fifth, Greg Player sixth, Ryan Ayers seventh, George Husband eighth, AC Ellis ninth, and Dylan Canova 10th. Did not set a lap or grid it up tonight. So after 125 laps, tell us what your final thoughts here.
Yeah, we saw in the first part of the race that Wygent just put himself out to a big lead, and then once the middle of the race came by, Flowers did not let Wygent go out too far and just really battled him to keep him close, as it was the only way to keep Wygent from pulling out to a 3-second lead like he did earlier in the race. And they had an amazing battle for the lead, and then they wrecked, causing the first yellow of the night. And then saw pit strategy play a role in the race, especially later on towards the end. Differing strategies, 2 tires of 4. I know Wygent took 4 under the final green flag pit stop, and then stayed out under yellow with less than 20 to go. And then Blowers and Trout took 2. That was something notable that we mentioned as well. And DJ Trout put himself in position to make the race winning move. He caught up to Wygent after battling with Flowers with under 10 to go on that last green flag run. And the right strategy call put him in position to make the race winning pass in the final corners, using up Wygent a little there, rub into racing right there in the last few corners. And he did the 2 main things, strategy call, and then roughing up Wygent. That's how he had to win this race tonight. And that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, I mean, we're all just Darlington is a rough racetrack, and you have some rough racing. But hey, Michael, any other things you want to add to that?
Yeah, that was just an incredible race. I mean, lots of interesting pit strategies. With how we saw Pacey pit a few laps over of Bobby, and yeah, it was just a really good battle. Some really good pit stops. Instant classic here at Darlington.
Yeah, just saw a lot of drivers struggle with handling. Just a lot of hit of the wall. Obviously, here at Darlington, the iconic Darlington stripe, but a lot of drivers just getting loose throughout the race, and it just provided some great battles with the runs generated as well. And we get to go here on Tuesday night for Bolts, Tuesday Night Thunder here at Darlington coming up. Tomorrow night, we got the Stampede Racing League at Coda, back after 2 weeks off, after NASCAR coming back, and the Super Bowl, and then the NAOR Cup Series at Bristol, the third to last race of the season there, coming up soon here in Aileron. And then next week for the Bolt GNS Series, it's Richmond going to the short track, and it's the third to last race of the regular season.
Overall, it's a great race here in Darlington, and like Michael said, just got very much an instant. As next tomorrow night at Coda for some road course racing.